Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 90th Minute. We are your hosts. We got Maddie, Woz, Lucas, Greg, myself, Liam. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe on YouTube. Check us out on social media. Links will be in the description on this video. Make sure you hit like, comment down below, give us your thoughts, and as the title suggests, give us your Premier League prediction, because that is what this episode is. So it's going to be our 2020-2021 Premier League prediction episode. We will go through this at the end of the year and see how we did, but ultimately we're going to start at 20. We're going to go all the way up to 1. We're going to compare, see what happens. Woz, I think you should start us off.
Well, we should let people know, obviously, the transfer window isn't finished. That doesn't close until October 5th, I believe. Yeah. So,
and it's still about a week before kickoff.
Oh, it's like 5 days.
5 days.
Yeah. 5 days.
1 business week before kickoff.
But everyone's making their predictions super early.
Woz, start with 20.
Now, of course, not every team is playing on the first match day. I know United and a couple other teams play on the 19th. They start their first game.
Why does that matter?
What are we?
I'm just saying it does, kind of, in a sense.
Not really.
Some
We
teams
just
like-
asked you to get into the shit, bro.
I'm just mentioning. Okay, thank you.
Give me your 20th spot at the end of the
it's
season.
no surprise. I think it's Fulham. They have not really done much in the transfer market. They struggled to get promoted. They really relied on a last-minute goal just to get promoted.
If you are new to the 90th Minute,
I'm sorry, Greg.
Greg is a Fulham
Greg,
supporter.
I don't think your team is as strong as the rest of the other teams in the Premier League. I think everyone's a little bit above your level.
I agree. 100%.
But
Maddie,
I respect you. I respect your team. I hope. Prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong.
Maddie,
20th is Fulham. Sorry.
Woz, just out of curiosity though, because Woz wanted Brentford to go through. If Brentford would in, would you have put them 20th?
No, because they're better defensively.
Apparently not, but okay, yeah.
Maddie.
I mean, I didn't want to put any disrespect on Chegg's name. You feel me? Lots of love for the kids. I put West Brom.
That's why, just because of me.
Literally. Okay. Rest in peace, West Brom.
Lucas, who do you have?
I have the same. I put West Brom.
My guy.
Greg.
I have West Brom.
My guys.
I have Fulham. For a simple reason of, I think Slaven Bilic could do a little bit better than brand new manager at Fulham.
He's not brand new.
He's 40 years old, let's be honest. He's pretty brand
Scott
new.
Parker is fantastic.
Okay.
At the championship level. 19th, who do you have, Wazzy?
Oh, me.
You're starting every single one.
I don't have West Brom. Mine's actually Aston Villa.
Fair enough,
I
honestly.
just don't. Once again, kind of.
They were very close last year.
Yeah, exactly.
If they lose Grealish at any point in the season.
And once again, I haven't really seen a good signing or any sign from them that they're gonna.
Yeah, I put Austin Villa too.
I don't think Grealish is really gonna
They
keep
suck, man.
Yeah,
They have one good
I
player.
like Aston Villa, but
I was considering putting them. I decided not to. I put Crystal Palace 19th.
Down.
It's a shout.
They haven't lost Zaha yet.
You put them in relegation last year, too,
put
didn't you?
Crystal Palace in 19th.
Honestly, I
No,
don't.
no,
What are you smoking?
What do you mean? Crystal Palace is one of those teams that can finish anywhere from like 12th to 20th, man.
Honestly,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're really...
real.
If you look at their form towards the end of last season, their last 8 matches, they didn't win a match. And the season didn't finish that long ago, so it could still
Let's be honest,
translate
they
to
have
now.
a shocking goal scorer up front.
They're apparently are getting Batshuayi on loan,
That'd be a big move.
but I don't know how well he'll do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
He generally does pretty well on loan spells.
sometimes.
Who do you have?
I have Brighton.
Again,
And
completely
Sure.
plausible.
it's definitely possible. I put them in 20th last year. Of course, that didn't pay out for me, but I always just predict them to do not great. I don't know, like...
I see that as an even bolder shot than mine. Brighton have been showing that they can actually play decent football.
Yeah, but that's anything can change at the beginning of the season.
100%. 19th, I have West Brom. Like I said, Slaven Bilic will do a little bit better than
Just
Fulham.
a little
Exactly,
bit
just
better.
one position better. But
You gotta be
they're-
fucking kidding me.
They're 19th.
He'll do a little bit better.
Yeah,
Finish just
no,
one
no, no,
place
no,
above
one
them.
place player.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
What was 18th?
18th.
Who's finishing out your relegation?
Brighton. I don't see any other sides of really improving their squad.
I mean,
They
they
lost
they,
Aaron
pro-
Moy.
they he wasn't really
Aaron
that
Moy-
important to them.
He's very important. He's
Adam
awesome.
Lallana.
Don't you dare talk about Voldemort like
I
that.
don't think Adam Lallana either
Ever.
is going to bring much. He's
He'll be
32.
injured.
I agree.
No, they have
Yeah.
Ben White coming back to their club, who was great for
Oh,
Leeds.
that
last
guy's
season.
You're not
sick.
wrong about that, but I just feel
That's
like
pretty good.
it's kind of like Fulham, where the rest of the Premier League is much
Lewis
better than
Dunk was. You love
them.
Lewis
One
Dunk.
center back is not going to save the club.
I don't want to talk about this dunk.
Lewis Dunk.
Who do you have, sir?
I put you see Greg. I did want to put him higher, but like I looked at the rest of the teams I had on this list, and you guys you guys suck, so I put you at 18th.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's pretty good for Fulham. They're not bottom.
I looked at the rest of the teams in the standings, and I was like, yo, this guy's fucked. Sorry.
Yeah, I did the same as Matt. I put Fulham in 18.
Yeah.
It's okay because I put Fulham at 18th as well.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a Fulham supporter. I expect them to get relegated because
Hey, bro, sometimes you gotta believe in your club, man. Remember when you did the Champions League predictions? I said we could have fucking beat Bayern. You see how that went? Did you see how that went?
I want them to get 17th. I was actually debating
We
putting them in
lost 8-2.
17th or 18th, but
We lost
I
8-2.
think they're going to get relegated. Yeah. But I hope they don't. Like, dear God, please, I'll be so happy.
In 18th for myself, I have Crystal Palace. I think goal scoring will really let them down this season. I think Roy Hodgson, this could be the end of his career.
End of his career.
That's very
harsh.
sad.
Yeah.
He's 80 years old.
Actually, wow. Yeah. Something.
The man doesn't have much left in him.
Is he 80 or I thought he was in the 70s?
He's in the 70s, I think.
Roy Hodgson is 73.
In 17th, I have West Brom. I think they'll stay up.
What makes you think that they're going to avoid relegation?
I think they just have a few more exciting players.
Like, other than Mateus Pereira, who?
Phillips is quite good.
I put West Ham.
West Ham?
It's a shout. It's a shout.
Yeah.
I think they survived again.
Yeah.
Barely again. But you know, they're there.
I put Aston Villa. They seem like they spend more money on strikers than anything else. I don't know how good Ollie Watkins is going to be when he joins the club. And I don't know how the other two strikers, Wesley and Samata, are going to do. If their goal scoring isn't ideal, then they could easily get relegated. But I see them just avoiding the drop, just barely.
I have Palace. Crystal Palace going down. Not going down, just staying up, sorry.
Yeah.
I love how much this can change if one man leaves. Because if Zaha leaves, I'm putting them in 22nd.
I have Aston Villa. It all depends on Jack Grealish. If Jack Grealish goes at any point in the season, Villa go. If he is somehow able to stay at the club, I think they could barely survive.
He's their leader. He's just their best player last season. Is the reason they stayed
Yeah,
up.
100%. Yeah. Next was, who do you have?
Crystal Palace.
Why do you have Crystal Palace there?
Just because I feel like if Wilfred Zaha leaves, especially.
So this is controversial. I put Brighton.
Not that controversial.
I heard some people say they were decent. And I did not personally watch,
Me and
aside
Waz
from
have
if
them
they played
getting
a good
relegated.
team, did not watch a single Brighton game because I
Me
just
and
couldn't
Waz
give a
have them
fuck.
getting relegated right now, so.
16th, I put West Ham.
Yep, that's all very possible.
Man, you have a lot of belief in those kids. Jesus.
David Moyes, do I trust him as a manager to bring them to the next level? No. Not really.
What do you mean? He did bits at Man U. No
Who do
offense.
you have in 16th, Greggy?
I have Villa. Aston Villa.
I have Brighton. I think Brighton are just going to be not this hand. Not as good.
My guy.
I
didn't think they were.
I like their play style. I just don't know if the players are good enough for the Premier League. I mean, they're surviving, but not by much.
On 15th, I have West Ham. I feel like David Moyes will try and keep them up, but I mean they do have some decent players there, but I don't see them getting relegated either. I just see them not really going up and down.
Just down there.
You know, honestly.
Bottom half, yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
I'd put Crystal. Let's be real. No one wants to buy Wilfried Zaha.
Just a crystal.
No one's gonna sign that kid. He ain't going nowhere. They'll get like 3 or so more points than they would have if they didn't have him.
I put Burnley in 15th.
Burnley, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a low finish for Burnley.
I mean, there's a bunch of rumors of Tarkovsky leaving, and they're not really bringing anyone in so far, and I don't know who they bring in that would be great for them. I mean, if Chris Wood can get into goal scoring form, then maybe they can go higher up in the table.
Chris Wood's not bad.
But currently, I just see them. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing at Waz. Not at Waz, but
I know Waz isn't laughing right now, so you're kind of just laughing at him. You feel me?
I guess I'm the first one to say it. Leeds in 15th.
You know what, Greg? Shocking to say that. I have Leeds in 15th.
Great minds think
I
alike.
mean, we can explain ourselves, but ultimately, I think is they're going to be good. They have a good play style, a good manager, good signings.
They have some good players.
I just don't know if a newly promoted team is going to do what Wolves did.
I don't think we're gonna have another one. We're definitely not having another Leicester. That's for sure.
Like, I mean, I just.
Surprised we even had one Leicester. To be fair,
I think they're going to perform well. I think they're going to have some very good displays. I think of like Norwich versus Man City where they look very, very good, but I think they're going to ultimately lose too many games to finish in that top
half.
10. Yeah.
I don't see them getting there.
14th, was he?
I put Southampton.
Ooh.
That low?
That's
that's
low.
pretty low.
Yeah, I mean Danny Ings has been pretty good for them. Can he do that
Can
again?
he do it again? That's a
And
good
then-
question.
That's a good point.
But they do have a good manager in Hessen.
I mean,
Raul.
even if he scores 10 goals, he's better than like everywhere we put below them. You know.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a very competitive season, and they can definitely finish higher. But
Yeah, choosing the top 10 was damn near impossible.
It is.
it is
Holy
hard.
shit.
Who do you have?
Put Burnley.
Average. That's all I can say about that.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, it's average.
Lucas?
I put Newcastle 14th. I didn't expect them to make the signings they have, so that's why they're up this high in my perspective. But realistically, if they didn't make those signings, I would have expected, if not near, relegation.
Why don't you give Steve Bruce any love? You didn't give him no love last year.
honestly,
So they should have not scored as many goals
They
as they
spent
did
money
that
on
season.
Joe Linton.
And they should have conceded more goals than they actually
I think
did.
I would have had to be paid to take Joe Linton.
They have the Saint, though.
Joe Linton was pretty.
They have Gucci
Interesting.
fucking headband.
Oh, yeah. But now they have Callum Wilson.
Allen.
But now they have Callum Wilson. They have Ryan Fraser. They have Jamal Lewis joining the club. The club, they're looking a little better. I mean, I don't know how the football's going to be. It might not be that good. But
It's going to be sensational because they have Gucci headband.
what if they sell them, though?
Do not cry. Unless they sell him to Barcelona.
Craig,
I'll take him.
who do you have?
I have Burnley. It's just they're good. It's like a good team, but it's so hard to get into that like top 10 with the amount of teams now. Good.
I also have Newcastle.
No love.
I think this is going to be a bit of an average season for them. I mean, they'll stay in the Premier League. That's ultimately what they need to do. Ultimately.
They eat some
Just
Arab
stay in the
owners.
Prem and then build.
13th. Who do you have, Was?
On 13th,
Yes.
I put Newcastle. It's kind of like what you said. They're making some pretty good
They have
signings. I think an underrated signing is probably Hendrick from Burnley.
Yeah.
I think a lot. Whenever I watched Burnley, he was actually pretty exciting to watch.
Well, I wouldn't say exciting.
I don't know. He brought some life.
He's a
into
good
it.
performer.
I like him.
Yeah.
So I think Newcastle have some good players, especially if Saint Maximilian is healthy. That'll be big for them.
All right, Matt, who do you got on 13th?
Sheffield.
I can see that. Yeah, I can
Bro,
see
like
a bit of
the-
a slip.
The best
Yeah.
part of their season left. They lost
Yeah,
Dean Hendo.
He's not
Yeah.
wrong.
So
Yeah.
Dean Henderson was huge.
I don't think they're a bad team in any way,
They
right?
made some
But
good signings, though. They got some,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they got Ethan Ampadu on loan, which is
they're not a bad
Yeah,
team.
They
I just
brought in some good fullbacks,
Yeah.
too. Which
No, 13th. Like
Seems
for
pretty
a
real.
team
Not
like
bad in the
Sheffield
Prem,
United
yeah.
is actually really good.
Yeah.
It's just they honestly overperformed last year.
put Leeds United in 13th. They're going to do probably the best out of the promote sides. I think most people are going to predict
wow.
that.
No shit.
much
They
competition.
they haven't put Leeds yet. That's
Was having like 9th or
Ballsy.
something. That'd be crazy.
Leeds are going to be exciting. They're going to definitely be the team to watch in the Premier League. Hopefully they don't
think a lot-
disappoint us.
I
lot of
have a bad feeling Leeds are going to be like Norwich, where they just they have this
No.
brilliant play style and everyone's excited.
The
Everyone's
thing
ready
is,
to
Leeds
watch them.
weren't Leeds
Leeds actually has good
No, I know,
players.
Yeah.
but everyone's like, "Oh,
good
Norwich
coach.
is coming up. They can score so many goals. They're exciting." And then they got to the Premier League and they couldn't do
I
anything.
sure hope not.
But
I hope
the
not as
thing
well.
is, weren't Leeds like the best defense in the in the Championship?
It was right up there.
Norwich were not even close. I don't think
Yeah.
when they got
they
promoted.
just scored goals.
So I think there's a difference there.
I think Leeds, by and large, is just definitely a better team.
The amount of people watching Leeds this year is gonna be insane.
I'm gonna watch
honestly.
some. I'm gonna watch some Leeds.
Waiting for the first United Leeds derby.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Honestly,
Who do you have?
I have West Ham in 13th.
Same.
Liam, we're doing
We're
good.
doing big things.
Are we doing good or are we
It-
doing real bad?
It kind of scares me because Greg finished bottom the last 2 years of this. So here I am, being the exact same.
I'm taking that role this year,
Well,
boys. Don't you?
You got to
We'll see,
beat the
we'll see.
prediction king was.
But West Ham 13th, I think, is going to be a very mediocre season. If they can get some goal scoring, you never know what could happen.
Mikel Antonio might actually,
Yeah.
if he can continue his hot streak, you never
Yeah.
know. Get
David
on it,
Moyes,
going.
though, I don't trust Davey.
Yeah, that's a.
12th was.
Burnley. They had something that Sheffield had, but a little bit better. But Nick Pope. So he's
Unless he
a
goes to
big-
Chelsea.
Honestly, I feel like Burnley really kind of overperformed last season, but they do have some good cohesion.
I like Waz giving
But-
Burnley some praise because last year you were just like,
Well,
oh, it's just Burnley.
Yeah.
Just
Well, at
Burnley.
the same time, I just don't like the way they played against United a couple times, and I found them really fucking just annoying to play against.
But that's
their
a good.
strength.
That's a good prem.
But they
That's
did.
a
They
strength.
did finish 10th. Surprisingly, they actually surprised a lot of people. So, but I do think they'll kind of just come down a notch to 12.
Still haven't said Leeds.
I put Newcastle.
Yeah.
It's a fair shout, honestly.
12th, I have Brighton.
Cool.
You got them up.
Give
That's,
give him some hype to Brighton.
That's high for
Lewis
Brighton.
He's giving Adam Lallana all the praise.
No,
They have a very good play style.
I think there was a team you placed really high last season, and they got relegated. Was it Bournemouth?
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone had
I
teams
mean-
up high and
I mean,
got-
Graham Potter plays a very good style at Brighton. I give you that. And they have a decent squad. I just don't know if it's contemporary with this season's Premier League.
Well,
It's gonna be a hell of a season.
The only thing I would fear is their goal scoring, but I think Mapai can actually break through this season. And
This season is going to be insane, honestly.
I think it'll be very.
I feel as we
Oh,
say
like-
this every season.
To be fair, we said that last season too, and
But that's because it's getting more and more tighter, I believe.
especially in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Like, you could finish 15th or you could finish 7th, and there's a lot of competition there.
I have Sheffield United in 12th. I agree with losing Dean Henderson is
It's pretty big, that one.
it's a big loss.
Burnley in 12th, mid-table, very average mid-table. I like Sean Dyche. I do. Bit of a stable man in the Premier League.
in 11th we have Leeds United.
There they are.
But I think the X factor is definitely their manager in Marco Bielsa. So
Marcelo.
Marcelo, there you go.
Marco.
But I think people are overhyping Rodrigo. He scored 4 goals in the La Liga in 27 appearances, 7 assists. That's not very good.
I mean, he's more of a
And-
like a box-to-box, I'd say. He works
he's
hard
not-
in the
he's
middle.
not a
Box to box
midfielder.
striker.
No, he
Wow,
he
he's
works
just like
hard,
Firmino.
like Bobby Firmino.
I think it's also just Valencia are very poorly run
Yeah.
club,
Yes.
and they had to sell him.
Yes.
So best fit. Hey Leeds, what's up? So
Yeah, but
What's
if
up?
Leeds
What's
can work, if
if they can get the best out of maybe, but
he also can
it's-
get the best out of him,
Yeah,
that's a
Bielsa,
damn
yeah.
good striker to have.
Bielsa tends to have that effect on people.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Matt,
Soton.
Southampton.
They're decent.
for 11th place, I have Sheffield United. I don't think the drop off is gonna be as bad as some people think.
They no longer have a keep.
They signed Ramsdale, who's not
More
a bad
than okay,
keeper.
yeah.
Honestly, not terrible. Yeah.
I do like that the fullbacks they signed for them. Bogle, I heard, is really highly rated, and Ampadu, he's quite versatile in the midfielder in the defense.
He's been playing very well.
Yeah, but he
with
lost his
Wales.
hair.
So
Yeah, he did.
That's just he lost.
He
He
lost
cut it
all
off.
power after that.
he lost his hair.
He lost his.
I don't know if they signed a striker or not. I can't remember, but that may be one place where they need to improve. But we'll see. There's still time in the transfer window.
I have Newcastle. A lot of that is if St. Maximin can stay healthy.
Yeah, 100%.
Because we saw what he can do when he's actually healthy.
I think 11 pretty high for Newcastle.
Still not going to get a France cap though.
No.
Like
That's
ever.
pretty difficult to get these days.
Mbappe in front of him.
Does he have a secondary nationality?
You might as well go for it.
I have Sheffield United in 11th, just like Burnley. Average mid-table club.
Which is
They're
good in
not average. Their play style is not average.
But
Average mid-table club.
Average mid-table in the
as
Prem.
well.
I put them 11th.
11th.
Same as
So I put him 13th. Yeah, it's pretty average. And
But
11th.
the thing is, average
50-50.
mid-table in the Prem
Is good.
is good in my
Yes.
opinion. Like, that's good.
Who is starting your top 10?
Well,
Oh, God.
That was awkward.
not really. It's Sheffield United. I think they can play. Losing Dean Henderson is huge, but they got some pretty good players like Baldock, Egan, Lundstrom. So they got a good team going on at Sheffield. I just think losing that goalkeeper kind of take them down on.
Maddie?
Leeds.
Leeds
Cracking
hitting
the
the
top
top 10.
That's insane.
You're the only one here, right? That
Yeah.
said that?
Lucas?
10th place. I put Everton.
That's low for them.
You're
They
disgusting.
just signed James Rodriguez.
Usually,
Disgusting.
okay, with Everton, usually I have a position I think of them, but since it's Everton, I always put them down by a few because they always let
Because they
people down.
suck.
They have a
the
Champions League winning manager.
So
The team's actually decent.
they're
but
they're definitely better
Yeah,
than
they
last
also have the
season.
best striker in the Prem.
Yeah.
Right, Liam?
Dominic.
Calvert-Lewin.
Oh, I think that's where they're going to struggle this season. Goalkeeping, potentially defense as well. But
Pickford's not the hottest.
I think Everton could definitely go higher places. I think 10th to at least 7th is pretty tight.
Everton for the past few seasons though has been really like
Hit or miss,
yeah.
yeah.
They definitely will be a tougher team to play against next season, especially with that midfield. Allen, Doucouré are going to be tough to play against. But I think the teams ahead of them are just a little bit better, despite them looking better in some places on paper.
Can James bring back that 2014
No.
World Cup magic?
no, dude, no. Be fucking
have-
sick if he did
Who
though.
do you have in
No.
10th?
Southampton.
I also have Southampton. Me and Greg are just thinking of the same sauce tonight.
Two idiots.
Thank you, Oz.
Piss off. Who do you have in 9th?
Everton.
So you were saying I was a little bit only one place ahead.
Oh, you're not an idiot.
I didn't say that.
Oh, he
idiot.
is though.
No, this guy's big brain.
Debatable.
But yeah, just basically what everything Lucas said. I think Ancelotti is going to be very influential. He's very good at man management, so I think that'll play.
If he
a
can
factor.
resurrect Moise Kane,
and plus they have
never
Richarlison,
know.
who's pretty good.
he is.
Richie.
He is.
Yeah. So I think Everton will do well this season. Honestly, they can probably sneak into 7th if they have a good season.
I agree. That's what
So
we were saying.
the
though.
top
They're-
10 is
they're hitting
very
this.
unpredictable right now.
Yeah, I put Everton too.
Wow.
Dude, they have a good team, but like,
But not as good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
like it just I can't see it.
Oh, this season will maybe show their true colors and what they can be.
If
I'm
they're
looking-
going to be a big club or if they're just going to be mid-table club, 100%.
Yeah.
Lucas,
Uh-oh.
I feel awful saying this one. I completely messed up my thing, so I had to change something quickly.
Is he trying to say he's putting Manchester United in ninth?
I wouldn't feel awful about it.
who are you putting in ninth?
Leicester.
Wow.
It's
I originally had them 7th, but then I realized I forgot to put Wolves in my table, and I think Wolves are going to do better than them. And there's another team that I think will do better than them as well.
Who's he missing in that, like...
Does it matter?
So I think Leicester, they definitely let themselves down at the end of the last season completely. It was really disappointing to see them waddle top 4. Jamie Vardy wasn't scoring as much as he was before. Maybe he'll pick it up again this season and be better throughout the whole season. Hopefully. I hope I'm wrong with this. But you got to remember, they got Europe now. They got the Europa League. Is their squad kind of thin? I think it is.
Compared to other teams in there? Yeah, probably.
Can they stay consistent throughout the whole season? Maybe Brendan Rodgers can figure it out, but at the moment, I'm struggling to think that they will.
I don't, like... I think your ninth is actually pretty fair, honestly.
Who do you have, Greg?
Well, I have Everton as well, but...
I have Everton as well.
yeah.
4 out of 5 Everton.
So
Looks like they're finishing ninth.
You guys said that mine was really low with Everton.
Then you put them 10th. We put them 9th.
There's a big difference.
Huge. Lucas, what did I say about West Brom?
That's like 2 points.
West
Lucas.
Brom is better than Fulham by 1 spot.
Yeah, Lucas, that's a big 2 points, bro.
8th, Wazzy.
I put Leicester. Brendan Rodgers, I'm not fully confident in him, and the rest of the Premier League is getting much stronger and more competitive, like I've always been saying. Also, Jamie Vardy, I don't know if he can actually pull out those strings anymore. I think he's getting up there in age, and I don't know if he can put on a Golden Boot performance again.
100%, yeah, I agree.
Also, they might sell some players, which might hurt them.
They might.
Like Ndidi. I don't know if he's gonna get sold, but
I put Tottenham.
holy shit. That's
This is the least inspiring team I've ever seen.
They have quality, though.
They have Harry Kane, who
Son,
honestly might
Mora.
get injured again. Heung-min Son, I love.
Hugo
Everyone who
Lloris.
knows me, I love Heung-min
have
Son to death.
quality.
Okay, I love him. I love the guy more than most players in the Prem. I think Lloris is a fucking fraud. They play boring. Their defensive line, getting up there.
Jose.
Alderweireld, he's getting up there.
They got
Jose
Jose.
Mourinho is really. Jose Mourinho's not even playing like Jose Mourinho used to.
Just give it
It's
up.
just boring.
He's just giving up at this point.
It's hard to watch. Literally, the only shining lights they have on this squad at this point are Harry Kane, Heung-min Son. Unless they make some more
But they
signings,
don't.
but
like Troy Parrott or no?
He's on loan. He went to
Millwall.
No.
I look at the rest of these teams and I look at Tottenham. I'm like, yo, well, see y'all there.
I mean, it's
You never know. You never know.
not that.
I mean, when
big of a
Jose
show.
Mourinho took over at Spurs, were they at 12th?
They're,
So, like-
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
It's
bad.
not impossible.
It's not the biggest show.
If things go poorly, yeah, potentially.
They should be doing way better than this. I hope to God they do. But
So you just think that they're just going to underperform this season?
honestly, I feel like this is pretty much if they
The
have a
squad's
decent
just
season,
not
what they're
good
going to end
enough
up.
right now.
It lacks that. They for sure have a better team than Wolves, but Wolves, you just feel that.
There's
You
a
know what
little
I'm
bit of
saying?
spark. There's
You
a little
feel
bit
it.
of salmon. Some
the
special
difference.
sauce.
Instead of Damo Spark.
Well, it's mostly Dama, but you know what I'm talking about. I just don't feel that when I watch Spurs.
Yeah, I know. What you mean. I definitely know
yeah.
what you mean.
Lucas,
I have Southampton.
that's
Oh,
high. That's high
okay,
for them.
wow.
I'm a big fan of how, Ralph Hasenhüttl and how they play. I think
fair.
They're a good team.
I had them pretty high rated last season, and ever since they lost 9-0 to Leicester,
Yeah.
Well, they've
That
just
was
been on fire.
Big rip that one was.
they've been one of the best teams ranked, I think, in the Premier League since then.
I think it all depends on Danny Ings. I don't think he can have the same performance as he had
Well,
this
then
season.
you got to hope for that Che Adams will step up.
Yeah.
Who first season in the Premier League last season, he's quite promising. If he steps up just a little bit more
Yeah.
and scores a few goals that maybe Ings might not score this season,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that will lead Southampton to a higher position. I think guys like James Ward-Prowse, he's going to be
He's
very
alright.
important for them.
Stuart Armstrong.
Will the loss of Højbjerg be bad? We'll see.
8th is pretty high because that's
Pretty
a
low for Spurs.
that's a stacked top 10.
Who do you have at 8th?
Leicester.
Say this. Okay.
Pretty,
so
pretty,
same as
pretty
Waz.
classic Leicester. Like I agree with Waz. I don't think Jamie Vardy's going to do as good as last season because that was incredible, and I don't think Leicester as a whole is going to do good as they did during that October to January, which was pretty insane. So
I have Wolves. Simple fact, I don't know if they have the depth for another season of the top 5, top
But
6.
they're not in
in a row.
Europe.
I know, but
they also made signings
one or
early
two
in the
injuries could derail this club a little bit. I'm not saying derail as in terms of like plummet down the table. I mean like a month or two could go by where they don't pick up results here and there. 8th for Wolves. The top 6 is fucking tough to crack.
Yeah, it is really tough.
Who's
And
in seventh?
Here's with 7, bro.
Well, I put Wolves, who, I think have made some good signings so far. I think they've been playing some good football. Torori can have another excellent season, and I mean, Jimenez is top class, so I just like what I see from Wolves. They could honestly bust in that top 6 as well, knock someone out. You say the top 6 is tough to crack, yet Leicester broke in there last year. And I kind of wish to put him in the top 6.
You're not feeling that ballsy yet?
Yeah, no, not yet. No, I'm not like that. I'm not like you.
Now, I don't holistically agree with you guys because you guys are discounting the effects that wine and espresso can have on the human body. So I did put Leicester 7th. I think Jamie Vardy will do well again.
I do, honestly.
I honestly don't see Jamie Vardy taking that steep of a dip. It's just whether that team
I
around
still
him
predicted him
can
in
make it
8th.
work.
I predicted him in 8th. I don't think he's gonna not score 2 goals.
Yeah, but I don't think Jamie Vardy's success is going to be Leicester's problem this year.
I think they have good players around him.
But are they going to
James
step?
Madison could be really good for them this year.
Yeah.
Honestly, Jamie Vardy is getting up there.
Yeah.
James Madison is on the cusp of being great.
Can
Can those two?
Perez is good, but not
He's
great.
just Ozzy Perez just does a job,
Yeah.
which is good enough. But can those players propel? This is a stacked top 6.
Yeah, it is.
Can they really propel them
Top
there?
8.
No.
And with European football as well.
Exactly. I just don't know if they have that in them.
So 7th, which I originally had Leicester, but I realized I forgot to put Wolves, so I'm putting Wolves in 7th. Because Wolves don't have European football, so they can focus on their Premier League matches more. They've got a really... It's the same lineup to last year, except no Matt Doherty.
which I thoroughly enjoy.
It's
I
a
love
pretty
the guy.
big loss, honestly.
It is a big loss, but I think they'll be able to make the adjustments they need and still be a solid side.
You almost dropped that shit or something?
Apologies, it just happens.
This year, Adama is going to be better than last season. Jimenez will continue to be quite good. A bad thing is Otto, I think he's still injured, so they're going to have to play Vinagre in there. He's still quite young, still has lots to prove, so it could be a challenging time for the fullbacks this season, but I still don't see them dropping worse than 7th.
No, I agree because I have them in 7th. Like Matt said earlier, they're such a fun squad to watch. When you watch them, you're just they go and they attack. Their midfield's really good. Their attack is very good. Rui Patricio is still a very good keeper, and
I mean, they did break their transfer record on an 18-year-old, so maybe I don't know how much he's going to play this year, but he will be around the squad. I have Leicester at 7th. I think, just like Maddie said, Vardy might drop off a little bit, but not that much. I think he's still going to score 20 goals this season. I like Leicester, just not their manager. Was
it's a top 6.
Top 6.
This is where things get
the big
interesting.
boys club.
Well, I'm not gonna make any outrageous predictions of the top 6, except for Spurs will probably get 6. Although I do feel like they can honestly get 4th. This depends on Jose Mourinho if he can have the best.
Gives a shit.
No, he definitely
just
gives
there.
a shit.
He's
I'll
there
be
for the
honest.
check.
If you watch All or Nothing Spurs, he does give a shit. It's clear. If they have a healthy team and things go to plan for Jose, they can definitely go to 4th, but I still feel like they'll just finish 6th.
Why not put them 5th? Slice it in the middle.
I don't know. I just think they can definitely make the Champions League. They have the players to do so. I mean, Harry Kane is still probably one of the best strikers in the Prem. Hum Son's quality. Their defense is looking better with the signings of Doherty. I think Tanganga could have a big season as well. People
just don't
forgetting
take
about
it back.
him. So Lloris is not a terrible keeper. So I just think Spurs, and they're becoming more of an aggressive team. That's for sure. It's just Jose's play style is a little bit boring to watch. But we'll see if he ups the tempo come this season.
These two positions were the hardest two for me to place. By far, the most difficult two. And I went with my heart. But with number 6, I picked Arsenal.
Wow.
And this is not going to be conducive how I think their season is going to be. This is a confident team with a confident manager. Probably the best striker in the Prem. Could they finish 4th? Yeah. I honestly think they probably could. Could they finish 5th? Yeah. But it's tight, man.
yeah, it's so hard to
It's so hard
to judge, honestly. Like any of our picks here, I don't think anyone's gonna be like, really?
Yeah. But they're a very, very, very good team. I think they're going to do well.
Who do you have, Lucas? Who do you have?
Yeah, let's go on to yours.
Number 6?
Yeah.
I have Spurs.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
that's fair.
But I think I agree with Waz. I could see them potentially getting top 4, but also wouldn't surprise me to see them drop even further than 6.
8th.
But
Calling it now.
Yeah.
at the end of the day, usually Jose Mourinho's. Is this his second season, or do you count this as his first official season?
This
Could be
is
his
first
first
official.
official.
It's the
Usually
same thing with Arteta, isn't it?
I mean,
Plus-
I see a lot of similarities with this and Manchester United's
When they
his
got
first
second?
season. No, not that one. The one before where he won the Europa League.
Okay, yeah. I can see
a lot of people are talking about them potentially winning the Europa League this year, and I kind of agree with that sentiment. They definitely are going to have a lot of competitions they're dealing with. They're going to drop points throughout the season that we're going to be surprised on, and we're going to talk about, be like, how did they lose this match or tie this match? But at the end of the day, they'll probably finish 6th, and if they win the Europa League, though, that's fantastic for them.
I'll be honest. I don't think they will win the Europa League. But I think they will win the FA Cup.
I mean,
Fair enough. Okay.
I think they're gonna get some sort of silverware. I think
early bold.
I think Jose will bring silverware to a club that has only the Audi Cup.
I have Spurs in 6th. I don't see. I just don't. Actually, you guys will be happy about that because I didn't check them in 2nd place this time. Dear God.
You put them in 2nd last time?
Yeah.
Are you on fucking crack? You have Liverpool, Man City. You put these assholes in 2nd? Yep. Are you actually? Were you high? Was he high that day?
I don't think so.
Can we confirm? Can I watch the video back?
So. Anyways, so yeah, Spurs in 6th. There's a couple pieces missing in that squad, and for one, the left back role, because I think Ryan Sessegnon's going to be playing there. And as much as I love the kid, it's not good enough for like a top 6 squad. So
Steven Sessegnon went on loan, right?
yes.
Nice.
I have Arsenal for the main reason I don't trust their center backs. I know they signed new guys. I know they got new coaching. I still don't trust their center backs. So defensively, I think Arsenal might be.
You're not a fan of Gabriel Magalhaes?
I
know, I'm
trust
not
him a
a
hell of a
fan.
lot more than Mustafi.
I mean, David Luiz is still there. So
He was good in the season though.
David Luiz, he could be good for 6 months and then shocking for the
But
next
he's
6
got
months.
his BFF now.
I don't care.
He's big hair, bro.
Big hair, bro. No, I mean honestly, Arsenal could, like I said, Arsenal could finish top 4. They could finish 6th.
They also have still Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
They do, and I think he'll be very good. But I just think this team is going to be exciting going forward, but weak going on defense.
Touch on Spurs again. They also don't have the Champions League hangover, and they also don't have a lot of drama circulating around the club, like with Christian Eriksen leaving. So
You're just a big fan of this documentary, aren't you?
You'll watch more of it. It's really good.
Okay.
You learn a lot.
5th.
5th is Arsenal.
Okay.
I just feel like they just Arteta, of course, is the main man why they'll get 5th. I think he'll get the best of that team as much as he can. They just really haven't made enough signings. Although if they do sign Thomas
money to
Partey,
spend.
they've spent some, but they haven't filled those crucial positions to get into a top 4. But I think 5th will be good because I think Arteta will get the best. And Aubameyang is honestly the best striker in the Prem. But if they do sign Thomas Partey, that'll be huge for their midfield. Because they do lack something in that midfield. And Mesut Ozil is obviously not going to get a sniff in that team for some reason. Mesut Ozil isn't the same, yeah.
This one was all emotion. I'm not gonna lie. I put Wolves.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Manchester United.
I put-
He's surprisingly shows.
I still, when I say it's all emotion, I still gotta like think rationally. But it's, I think it's Wolves.
Any reasoning? Just think it's Wolves.
It's emotional, bro. I'm telling you.
He loves Adama.
I just, well, no, it's like they have a whole bunch of players that are on, they're on the rise, and they're already very good last year. Adama is clearly unstoppable.
Because was saying they have no European situations to deal with. They can just focus on the league,
World
work
class
hard in
striker,
it.
And then
potentially world class winger.
Could a guys like Ruben Neves take another step and
Exactly.
turn that midfield into something magisterial?
This could be a very
100%.
fucking good team.
Yeah.
Personally,
Lucas, who do you have?
5th place. I have Arsenal, even though I was tempted to put them in 4th like last year, but last year I felt like I jumped the gun a bit, so I decided to take a step back this year. Say, no, Arsenal, I like you. You could get Champions League, but I'm going to say 5th. I like some of the signings they're making. They definitely have a strong play style against top half table teams, or at least the strong teams in the league. I'm
still
not
have a tendency of choking.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how they're going to do against teams that are below their level.
They play Fulham opening day of the Premier League.
I mean, that's a win. No offense or anything.
I have Arsenal. Because honestly, you could put them higher, but I think the top 4 is just... It's the top 4. It's
pretty
they're
set in stone,
They're so
that one.
fucking good,
I
honestly.
don't think it's
So,
as set in stone
I
as
was
people
gonna say,
think.
I have a name written down for 5th, but right now I'm having serious internal dilemma of who I want to put here.
Go with your gut.
See,
My gut's big.
hey, I'm still going here.
Sorry, okay, I'm sorry.
I don't really have much else to say. I just think Aubameyang is just on another level right now, and he's just, like everyone just kept saying, the best striker in the Prem.
Can I now talk with my big gut?
You do got a big gut, so that's okay. Go ahead.
I have a name written down here in 5th, but now I'm having second thoughts because I'm going, how much do I trust this team? There's 2 teams I don't trust at
I'm
all.
assuming it's one's Chelsea and one's Manchester United.
No. 5th place this season in the Premier League will be Manchester United.
For a second, I thought he was going to say Liverpool.
For the
I thought you were
simple,
going to say Liverpool.
For the
I was
simple-
actually stressed for
for the simple reasoning,
I feel like, oh god,
I
here
don't
we
trust
go.
Ole.
And I don't trust you. I don't trust
I think you have a good team. I think you've made good signings with Van de Beek. I just don't trust your manager. I don't trust your left back. Your center back pairing can be shaky. Goal scoring, I think you'll be all right.
I feel like you're an absolute
But fifth place will be Manchester United.
I was very this close to agreeing with you on that, but I changed my mind just a little bit.
I thought he was saying
I thought he
Liverpool.
was going to say Liverpool. And then he said it was
That is so-
controversial. I thought he was going to say Manchester City. I was like,
I'm
this
assuming
guy is
the
going
other thing
to
is
fuck something up.
So
Started.
for fourth place, I do have Manchester United because anything can happen with this club, and they can honestly finish
You're
between.
yelling at me for one
Look,
spot
I'm
difference.
not even done. We could
The
honestly
fourth's a
finish
big
anywhere
difference.
from fourth to second, I believe. I think we have
I
that
was gonna say
good of a
fourth to
team.
first.
We have arguably one of the best midfields in the Premier League right now with Van de Beek, Pogba, and Bruno. Okay, if we sign Jadon Sancho at the end of the window, which is still possible,
I don't see it.
I don't see it happening
it's
either.
possible.
I think
we'll
he's
see what happens.
I think
Reguilon.
maybe next year, but I think he's staying at Dortmund this year. Unless Chelsea hijacks him, which I wouldn't be surprised with either.
Okay.
That'd be so funny.
Your thoughts on? For God's sakes, we somehow finished third. You don't believe in Ole. First of all, we had a lot of injuries this season before Bruno came in. Marcus Rashford had a serious
Okay.
I
back
love that he's just
Your
he's
center back was
talking
in,
to
center
you.
back was in
Okay,
prison.
before
What does
this,
him be going into prison?
okay, before this turns into a rant, I'm just gonna go name my top four because this is probably one of the first times in my life that I'm gonna agree with Woz and you at the same time because I don't trust Ole. I'm sorry, I can't trust him.
So you have United in fourth.
I have United at fourth.
I don't trust him to maybe get us to
I
the
don't
position of second or first.
I don't trust him at all. No
I think
offense.
he's done a pretty good job at United
He just
so
has
far.
he just has a really good squad. Like in terms of their goalkeeping problems, I think that's pretty much solved. Even if De Gea does start, he's going to have competition now, so he'll be forced to
Jeez,
play
that
this
is like
last.
an insane 1-2.
Yeah.
Exactly.
De Gea
Yeah.
and-
Honestly.
as much as I want to say insane De Gea right now, but like it's still so
Yeah.
good.
So De Gea has to either perform or he's going to get replaced by a hungry Dean Henderson.
Yeah.
I think their goalkeeping position is set. No problem with goalkeeping. Right back, very good right back. Center back, fraud. The other center back, piss poor. Left back, probably will get injured in the first week. See, their center mids, I think they sorted that out pretty well. I think they did well. And then we look at Rashford, Martial. Martial could get injured or be inconsistent again, but he's a very good player.
They also have Mason Greenwood.
And I think
actually
Mason
plays
Greenwood's
good.
coming up. So I think it's a good team. Fourth seems realistic for them.
Yeah, I have them in fourth as well. I've said this in multiple podcasts already. I need to pay a bit of attention to them, see how their midfield is, because I think there might be some balance issues, but I could be very well wrong, and I could just be overblowing this. But I don't trust Ole like you two as
Nobody
well.
trusts Ole.
It's hard to, man.
I think he does make some poor tactical mistakes when the pressure gets on, especially substitutions. I'm pretty sure he's a very late with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with your squad. I just don't think Ole's the dude to get you to where you want to be.
I think we'll start well, but I just feel like we're gonna slow down, just kind of like we did towards the end of this season. We felt like the squad started to slow down a bit. They're on a good pace, and then they started to slow down. It's just annoying.
You know who you should look for? You should look for Ten Hag. I think that'd be a really good manager for you.
I wouldn't be surprised if Manchester United start the season hot,
Yeah.
and then Watson's gonna go 4-0, 4-0, AM9, hashtag it.
I don't know. Like Rashford was looking not
fucking beast.
as strong as he did before his injury. So I hope his injury didn't really hinder his performance. I hope that doesn't carry into this season.
He should be fine.
All right, so
Yeah.
let's go on to mine because I have Manchester United as well.
Do we all have Manchester United fourth?
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
he
he
had
had
him
a fifth,
fifth.
yeah.
I agree with like what everyone's saying. Ole's Ole. He's got his goods, he's got his downs, like everyone else. But their defense, something is still just missing there.
Stinking.
It's a Malaki.
Yeah, something's missing there.
I think-
Let's see if I hope Dean Henderson does play for United. Honestly,
I don't think
'cause
he will. I think
It's so hard to take over
Well,
De Gea.
I think De Gea is going to
but,
step up.
Like their attacking is really good. I actually really enjoy it. I just hope Greenwood can actually stay
Well,
going because if he
speak-
can't, that's a big
It's
miss.
funny how people forget that guy was really the best goalkeeper in the world like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think our defense is as bad as you guys think.
No,
it
it's
is.
bad. I don't
I
trust
don't
your
think
defense.
so because we did concede the third least amount of goals in the Prem. That's 35.
I don't
goals.
think it's bad. I just said something's missing. Just
Harry
one
Maguire's
piece is missing.
defensive awareness is shocking.
But I think that's where you're wrong. I think
Who the fuck you looking over here? The ball was over here.
no, I don't. I think Harry Maguire physically is a very good defender. He just lacks pace
He
and
did.
agility.
He also did play the most matches in Europe last season.
Yeah, he's not as
Which-
bad as people think.
He's
He's very
fat.
good in the air. Physically, he's a
He's
a beast.
he's a
bridge.
he's a
And he
good
could have
center
a good
back.
season. He could have a good season. He was good at Leicester.
Like, could this all this
Manchester
legal
podcast.
stuff be lingering over his head? Could that affect his performances this season?
Maybe. I don't know. But also, Wan-Bissaka is still a good defender.
Fourth place, I have Tottenham Hotspur.
Damn.
I don't know. I'm giving
giving the
trust to Jose because I think he's been there. He knows how to win. He knows how to get the best out of players. And I mean, I think his attacking, he's got one of the best strikers in the Premier League through Harry Kane. He's got very good players with Son and Mora. I think he can get the best out of Dele Alli if he can get him working again. If he can get him to work hard.
This guy has Spurs in fourth.
Yeah.
He fucking.
I mean, I put him in
I,
eighth because I, think
don't,
they're going to choke.
I don't necessarily know about their defensive line. Like you said, left back is a bit of a soft spot for them. I like they brought in Matt Doherty at right back. I think he'll be very good there. Center backs are getting older, but they're still quality. They're still very good center backs. I mean, people praise Chelsea for bringing in Thiago Silva, who is older than Vertonghen and Alderweireld. So I mean,
Vertonghen's not there anymore.
well, no, but I mean, everyone's giving hate on center backs.
I just
that
said
are old.
Alderweireld was good.
Okay, Toby.
Matt isn't everyone.
I said he was good. They already lost. What's his name?
I know.
Vertonghen's gone.
But no, I mean, ultimately, I give Jose this X factor. Third, who do you have?
Put Chelsea. They still have a goalkeeping issue with Kepa. We don't know if he's going to perform this year.
I don't think he's going to be there.
I think he will because that's a lot
He
of
might
money
be at
to
the
stop.
squad, but I don't think he's going to be on that lineup.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think he's gonna touch
That's
it.
the thing. I don't. Well, I mean,
Because there's rumors of Mendy,
yeah.
and the legal goalkeeper.
I still don't know if their defense is solid enough, but they're going forward. Their team is fantastic.
Can the team gel?
Can
together?
they? Yeah, can they work together very quickly? That's a lot of new talent in one window.
But that's a lot of talent.
That's a lot of first team quality. Some Chelsea supporters think Ziyech is going to be their number one man. I think it'll still be Kai Havertz.
I think it's PZA.
I mean, Kai Havertz is still pretty young, so we don't know how well he can transition to the Prem quick, but probably will.
What
do
does
fine.
like the old Chelsea, like the players that are still there, think about all these signings?
Either you're gonna be excited for
think
more
they're excited.
competition, or you're
You're gonna be like,
Well,
well,
the scary-
my spot's gone.
Well, the scary part, they're still not down the window. They're still trying to get a McGoy, and they're going to try and get Declan Rice in.
Yeah.
So
I don't see them getting Declan Rice this window.
that's only if they sell one of their key midfilders.
So like
Well, they do.
Jorginho.
They are looking to get rid of. Well, not looking to get rid of
Conte.
Jorginho, but people are interested in him still.
Yeah.
So
So Matt, who do you have in third?
obviously Chelsea. Main reason I have Chelsea over United is I believe in their manager. Even if, and this is a big if those players don't gel, I think they will under Frank Lampard. I think he can they might take a little bit slower, but he'll definitely get things moving with those players. And even if he doesn't, dude, you have Ziyech, Havertz doing what Kai Havertz can do. Werner is going to do what he's going to score, and Christian Pulisic continues his form. And even if you look at it this way, if any of those players don't, you got Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, still have the best center defensive mid. Defensively in the league.
Billy G.
Yeah.
Billy G is, I love that kid.
Good,
He
yeah,
is
but-
class. I think that kid is going to be sick. This is a very good team. They got
Well,
Thiago Silva.
It's a
Yeah.
deep squad, honestly.
It's a
still.
really good team, except Kepa. But he's going to get replaced, as I said before. So third is what I'm putting.
Yeah, I have Chelsea in third. Pretty much the same
Yeah.
reasons. Lampard still needs to learn as a manager to continue to get better because he does make some poor tactical decisions more often than not. But I
What
think
are you doing?
I still think they're going to be somewhat weak defensively, even with Thiago Silva. Maybe not as bad as last season. Like, obviously, they're going to improve compared to last season. If they don't, then Frank's going to be questioned quite a bit.
They spent like how much money? If they didn't improve,
Build
it'd
a
be pretty
statue.
bad.
Build a statue for Marina.
Oh my God.
All right. Anyways, so I have
Are you
Chelsea.
disagreeing with me?
Let's just move on. Chelsea is in third for me. I think they'll do very good under Frank, the new players. Werner's going to come in and honestly absolutely destroy this league.
I wouldn't say he destroys the league. He's doing very well.
Not destroys the league. The league just is the league full.
Pulls a 40-goal season.
No, okay, not
Fuck
that.
it.
But he's gonna do very good.
He'll be good,
along
like-
with the other players that came in. It's just
He'll have less space compared to the Bundesliga, where he has more space to run behind in that league compared to the Premier League. But he'll still definitely
Oh, he's
find
gonna
ways to get into
yes.
position. Get
He's going to
goals.
saw some of those shitty English defenders.
honestly though,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, he's gonna
But
sauce
I
it.
have Chelsea in third. Hard
Can
to
I
break.
think out loud here for a little bit here?
Do you want to go? You want to go?
I'm just gonna think out loud for a
Are you
second.
going to go
here.
on a monologue here?
I mean, a little bit. Shut up.
Throw this in.
Do I trust Nathan Ake to come in and do a better job in that City back line than what they were last season?
What are you fucking talking about City for?
Oh God.
Do I trust Liverpool's midfield without Thiago losing Wijnaldum? Do I trust Bobby Firmino to score goals this season?
No.
Do I trust Manchester City to be good enough coming off the bench to save games where they're, potentially tied or they're down by a goal?
No. fair enough for the rest of the shit. But what?
Do I trust
Man
Chelsea's
City's
new
bench?
signings?
Dude, Man City's bench is better than like 90% of the league's
100%.
starting lineup.
100%. But can Gabriel Jesus come in and score the goals when needed? Can he?
goal.
Can he?
He has.
I'm thinking out loud right now.
Dude, they got-
I'm not saying they're not.
You're thinking out loud.
I'm not saying they're
They
not.
got either Bernardo Silva,
Listen,
Riyad
I'm not saying-
Mahrez, Gabriel
I'm not saying
Jesus,
the bench
Phil
is
Foden.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just thinking out loud. Can they? Can the new signings at Chelsea come in and do the job that they're being bought to do?
I
How
can't
much
believe-
do I trust Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp?
I can't believe one match just questioned Man City's bench.
I give Mourinho the X factor. Do I give Jurgen Klopp the X factor? That's what's going through my head right now.
So Liam,
Who do you think's coming
who is
third?
your third place prediction?
Liverpool.
My God.
And Lucas is
Get your
gone.
ugly ass up.
Ultimately,
I tried not to spit my water.
ultimately,
To be fair,
I don't.
last
trust
season I
Mourinho.
picked Spurs in second and Liverpool in third, and
don't trust
Lucas
Firmino.
didn't have that bad of a reaction. So.
I don't trust Firmino. I think Bobby
There's only
Firmino.
one dude though. Like this is the
One
best team in the
dude.
Prem.
Firmino isn't their main goal scorer.
I've put Liverpool third.
They
That's
won the
what's
Prem with him
happened.
playing like shit though.
That's what's happened. Liverpool's third.
Okay.
Liverpool's third. All right.
Moving on to second place.
Let's get on to
relatively.
second place then.
Second place, I put Liverpool.
Okay.
Now, I still, of course, that means Man City's my Premier League winner. So I still think it's either a toss-up between them for the title. You know, Liverpool's not shooting for second. Just like I think City just has a little bit more quality, but Liverpool, yeah, I think it's Thiago probably for sure.
It may come down to the game,
Yeah.
the fixtures between themselves.
But then
Like,
again, Liverpool they absolutely ran away with the title. So for you to put them third after what they
That's
did
kinda
is
rough.
an insult. Did you not see what they did
It's
to the
a new
league
year.
this year?
It's a new year.
It's a new,
it's a new.
Okay.
whatever, man.
Okay,
It's a
moving
new. To be
forward.
fair, with Liam, it's a new year and it's a new Manchester City.
Supposedly,
Not a new Manchester City, but there's some decent.
this guy's in my opinion.
Okay. Okay.
Good moron.
Okay. Let's move
Yeah, we both
forward.
don't like
This guy's
him.
more
Okay,
realistic
we're
than-
we're gonna move forward. I've been the realist. Like
Maybe Spurs
forever.
is a bit of a shout, but
Cause dude, I watch it happen. I don't know. But anyways,
I'm
okay,
happy
okay, so
with that. But it's not as dumb as his opinion.
okay, so moving. Okay, I agree with.
What happens if it happens?
Okay, we're gonna shut up. We're gonna
If
shut
it
up. Well,
happens-
if it
A
happens,
pint.
it's sensational. But
pint.
I
think
agree.
you should get a pint
I
in the
agree with
face.
some of the things Liam's saying. I don't agree with Liverpool's transfer policy. Does that make Liverpool a bad team? No. Do I think Bobby Firmino's lackluster? Yes. Does that mean Liverpool didn't win the league? No. They won it. By how much? A lot. How long? Wait, what? Months ago? Dude, number two, I'm putting Liverpool. Again, it's a huge toss-up between Liverpool and Man City because they're both ridiculous. They're both very good. They both have two of the best goalkeepers in the league. Liverpool has
Yeah.
probably the best wing-back pairing I've ever seen. Like, ever. Their midfield
Good.
is good enough even if they lose Wijnaldum. They have Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane. So who really
Still
gives a shit?
28.
Yeah. So
They're
who,
in their
yeah,
primes.
that's the prime.
Yeah.
They're in their primes.
And we're talking about this year. So the only thing that I have Man City over them for is because if they do sign Koulibaly, which let's be real, Man City pulls money out of fucking thin air. Even if they have Fernandinho paired with him or Ake paired with him, that's a similar quality level back line. Well, center back pairing as Liverpool's. Their wing backs aren't as good.
Your opinions. Who thought I could work with them at Watford? Who thought this was a good idea?
Jesus. Anyways, Manchester City's main strength compared to Liverpool's their bench. Some of those bench players start on Liverpool.
Yes.
Some of those bench players definitely start on literally every other team in this league.
Thank God they didn't get Messi.
And dude, if they caught Messi,
Yeah, that's a different story.
we don't talk about that.
Lucas,
That'd be
who do you
different.
have?
Different story. Let's go on to Lucas though, because this is the big one.
Interesting.
So the last two seasons, I said Manchester City were going to win the league. On one case, I was right. The other case, I was not right. Now this season, obviously things are very different because the virus happened. Champions League tournament was different. Obviously, preseason is completely different than right now.
Yeah.
But at this moment of time, I'm putting first place Liverpool and Manchester City second. I think
That's fair, honestly.
during preseason, most of Liverpool's important players have been attending, especially the attack, compared to Manchester City, where I guess they do have some important players there, but a bunch of them are either getting impacted by the virus, like I know Sterling had to quarantine for a bit, or they're in an international break. Also, recently, Laporte and someone, I think it was Mahrez, got infected with the virus. So they're
I completely forgot about Laporte. That backline's gonna be sick if Laporte stays healthy.
Yeah.
potential.
Holy shit.
Now, injuries can always cause things to change, like
Yeah,
it
he'll
did
get
last
injured.
season.
From City got
So I said if he's-
screwed. Yes.
That's why I said if he stays healthy.
yesterday.
Let's be real, he's gonna get
I was gonna say
injured.
yesterday.
I think Liverpool aren't going to play the exact same as they did last season. They're going to have to adapt. Some things are going to look different.
Firmino on the bench.
No, I still think he's going to play. Some players from last season who didn't get to play as much, but we're starting to get involved more, will step up, like Keita Minamino. I think it's going to be another great season from our back line, and I'm not going to underestimate Manchester City, especially if they sign Koulibaly. I think there's some problems lingering there. I think some players are going to be slightly annoyed with Pep Guardiola over recent things, like what happened in the Champions League, and possibly
I feel like they'd be more pissed with Sterling.
just some of the tactical decisions. There's some rumblings of players being frustrated with him, and Pep Guardiola doesn't normally get to a fourth season with the club. Partially going with my heart as well. Hopefully fans are going to be back by the end of the season, so I think that's another motivator for Liverpool to actually lift the Premier League trophy in front of their fans for the first
Yeah,
time.
it'd be tough to say.
That's fair, yeah.
So I think there's some motivation with that as well.
Who do you have second, Greg?
I have Liverpool second.
And City first?
And City first. No one's going to deny how good Liverpool's backline is, but it also, I think it comes down to the bench as well, where Manchester City is. Holy fuck, it's actually
The bench
insane.
is actually bad.
The players who don't get to play on that squad, on that bench,
Mahrez on the
like,
bench.
I'd be so pissed.
Fuck you. Mars on the bench. Well, that's rough.
It's actually ridiculous. And
Dude, if they don't want him, I'll take him. Please. Come on, let me have some. You feel me?
City's backline got improved. If injuries don't screw Laporte, that solves so much of their defensive issues. And Liverpool they didn't do enough in the transfer market. I know it's hard, but I just didn't see them improve.
Things can still change though.
Anything can still happen. We are still recording this a lot earlier than when the transfer window actually shuts. So yeah.
How many goals did Timo Werner score this year?
Oh God, here we go. Here we go.
I'm sorry, no, I got Chelsea second. I got Liverpool, Man City winning the league.
You were questioning your decision before?
Of who's going to finish?
You said you didn't have a final decision.
Oh,
He was thinking
what
Chelsea.
what I wrote down and what I actually said are different.
Can you tell us what you wrote down?
I initially wrote down I had Spurs 5th, United 4th, Liverpool 3rd, Chelsea 2nd, and City. So my top 3 is the same. I think Chelsea could have a good year. Timo Werner could do mad bits. I think he's very capable of coming into this league and being right up there with a golden boot race.
It's still a very young team, though. You know?
It is a young team, and they have to gel under an inexperienced manager, but I think they can all kind of learn together, and that could be a forming bond they have. In terms of City, they are the best team in the country, I think. The bench, like you said, is a strong point for them, and I think Pep Guardiola needs this. I mean, I think his
He doesn't need
his
another
bosses might be
league
getting a
title.
little bit antsy
He
if
needs
they
a
don't win the
Champions League.
league and they don't win the Champions League again.
We already know what Pep Guardiola wants this season. He doesn't want the fucking league. Will he get the league? Maybe. But you know what he wants.
I know, but he hasn't won Champions League. He hasn't won Premier League last season. It's time for a
Didn't even
trophy,
win the
Pep.
Audi Cup. Like,
I
Jesus.
don't think that really cares. That was our table. What else we have to talk about?
Player of the year, there's going to be the first to get sacked, the breakout player of the year, and the golden boot.
There you go. Would you like to start off with the golden boot?
Yes, it'll be Aubameyang.
It's all Aubameyang.
Okay, this one this one's definitely more biased. I put Salah,
Wouldn't be surprised.
and
Yeah,
just to be
okay, fair
different.
enough.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I have Aubameyang.
Harry Kane.
Fair. Once you
Yeah.
agree with you.
As long as he doesn't get injured, I can see it.
Again, that's not who I wrote down, but that's what I'm choosing.
Okay.
Who did you write down?
Timo Werner. I think he'd come and do mad bits.
He'll get 15.
But
Why
I'm
do you
gonna-
keep changing
He
what
will
you
get-
wrote down?
Because I don't know if I like
He will
what I
get
wrote down.
15 goals.
But I'm going to
and-
put Harry Kane.
Timo Werner is not better than Mane and Salah.
Young player of the year.
Oh, we're doing young player of the year.
Yeah.
I generally don't know with this one, so I'll just go with Billy Gilmore if he can get a crack.
Young
on that team.
Fuck!
Young player of the year.
Who are you wearing right now?
Oh, and Mason Greenwood also.
The fuck?
I thought you meant like an emerging player, kind of,
No,
who's just gonna break.
Young player of the year.
Well, of course, I have to go with Mason Greenwood. He's on the back of the shirt.
You forgot that for a while.
I know, but I thought you meant like a player who's gonna rot.
And breakthrough is later.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Mason
Fuck
Greenwood.
off.
Who do you have young player of the year?
So I'm just confused. What the fuck is this
He
guy's
confused me.
All right, Matt. Who's your young player of the year?
Pulisic?
Okay.
He's still young, dude. Pulisic is
He's fantastic.
fucking sick, dude.
Kai Havertz could win it all.
Dude, Pulisic is nasty, bro. I love him.
They're probably not going to give it to him again, but I'm going to go with Trent. He's still young.
That's
Did he
honestly,
not win the
Yeah.
PFA Young Player of the Year?
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
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 You know, one's
Oh,
judging
yeah,
on
unless
that.
if you can't give it to a player 2 years in a
You
row.
can.
Oh, you can.
Can you?
I don't. If they're,
You're choosing Trent. That's what you're choosing.
I'll say Trent.
Greenwood plays, he'll get it. So I'm choosing Greenwood.
Christian
thanks.
Pulisic.
Thank you. That kid is sick.
Give me some.
Have you seen this?
He's very good.
Have you
I
seen him
have
cooking
Chelsea
people?
finishing second.
yeah, that's fair.
This kid has been munching people the last couple months.
Munching.
Nasty.
Well, who's the first to get sacked?
The Brighton manager.
Potter.
Yeah.
Graham Potter.
Is he gonna say Mourinho?
That'd be so.
Shows that that'd be so fucked.
If they finish 8th, I put Jose.
Yeah, but
putting
I
Mourinho?
don't know. Spurs are pretty loyal with their managers.
No, not Matt. First manager, not like the most surprising one. Who's the first manager to lose their job?
Fulham's.
Yeah, it's probably Brighton's. I don't think that team's gonna do as well.
Okay. I put Bilic.
Slaven.
Slaven.
I like him so
Dude, he
much.
literally just got
There are a lot of things that
thing-
you like that don't
The
do
thing
well.
is, Bilic has only 1 year left on his contract, so if they sack him, it doesn't cost as much. And also,
That's a good
West Brom
point.
have sacked. What was their manager before?
Tony Pulis?
No, not that old.
I like Tony Pulis. Bring him back.
He got hired to try to save them from relegation. They were so close, but still got relegated.
Well, you guys were just talking about, but Scott Parker just signed a new contract, so I don't see them sacking him, even
Peter.
if they do really bad. What?
Peter Parker?
Bro, remember the day when Real Madrid fired, what was his name?
the
Was it Bosque after he won literally everything because they needed a breath of fresh air? Scenes.
Anyways, mine is Roy Hodgson.
Mine is Roy Hodgson as well.
I didn't say Roy Hodgson because I put him last year.
Off to the retirement home, Roy.
Take over Celtic.
Breakthrough player of the year.
Tanganga.
Okay.
I put Gilmore. It's gonna be hard for him to get in the spot. If he does get a spot in that squad, even for like 10 games, I think he'll impress like he did last year.
Mine, I put Naby Keita.
No, nice. I like that, yeah.
But he was good last year.
He didn't play that much last year. Only.
But he was good when he played.
Yeah, but I
It's not
think
like he
he's
was
going to break
bad.
through and play more, and I think he's
Fair
going
enough,
to
Lucas.
be a very crucial part of our team.
It's a bit controversial for what I said earlier with this.
As long as you don't say what you did last year.
Was I not wrong?
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Ryan Sessegnon. I think he'll actually play for Spurs this season and see how he does. I can see him getting a lot more game time, and I could actually see him not doing too bad for them as well, though. Liam, what? Is he?
I can't. It's up in the air, man.
There's
Man,
so
this
many.
guy-
There's so many options for this man.
Bottle Joe.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally only picking Billy Gilmore because I really like the way he plays.
That's who I'm going with. I'm going with Mr. Saka from Arsenal.
Yeah, like,
like
there's
that,
so many
yeah.
good options, man.
I think he kind of broke through last year, but okay.
Well, even more.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not fucking Naby Keita. Spent 30 million to get him to his club. Do
What's funny? I disagree with everything you say. I agree with everything he says.
you want to go find a room somewhere or what? Like,
What are you guys gonna do? Fuck this out or something? Jesus. Who says that? You wanna go find a room? It's
not me.
outside.
Between the two of them.
Jesus. You guys are weird.
I'm not trying to fight the man.
You're weird, man.
Okay,
sauce.
what's our next one?
That's everything.
No, there's
Player of the
player
year?
of the year.
Player of the year.
Oh,
Easy. This is if things go very well. Bruno. Fernandez. Let's go.
I think that might be the most overhyped player in the Prem.
No way, man. No
I'm not saying he's bad, but Jesus, man, the people who think
Mate.
he's good think he's so good.
Would you say the people think he's like the second coming?
Dude, he is
Oh,
not as
God.
good as De
Oh,
Bruyne
God.
is.
Oh god.
He's just not. Like
what-
it's difficult. I put
what's the
two.
year?
I'm gonna break the mold. I put two because I can't discount Salah
Yeah.
anymore.
Put the two then.
I'm putting Salah and De Bruyne
Yeah, there you go.
because those two are just both as the tangent. They're
Lucas,
literally the best.
You want me to
players
go
in the league.
first?
Yeah, I don't have one written down.
Okay, well
I just
mine's
want to get
De
some hype for my
Bruyne.
team.
De Bruyne's just too good. As long as he doesn't get
Yeah.
injured again like the season before,
De Bruyne's nasty.
he's just too.
That's the
fucking
best
good,
player in the
honestly.
Prem.
I did have De Bruyne written down.
Fuck me.
I guess I'll stick with
I
De
could-
Bruyne.
I could
I'll stick
honest-
with De Bruyne.
I could
what I'm
honestly
saying.
give it to Aubameyang too. I could see him having.
You can give it to a bunch of people. Aubameyang, Salah, Mane,
oh, of
De
course,
Bruyne.
but
Honestly,
I think
Sterling.
Aubameyang's just going to be on a different level. This
Even
season.
Sterling. Sterling pockets 5 more goals this year.
You throw it great.
Lucas, who do you have?
I don't think it's gonna be De Bruyne because he won it last year, and usually the voters are kind of like a voter fatigue.
if he does good enough,
Yeah.
then they got to give it to him.
Oh, that's why they gave it to Modric.
Yeah, honestly, probably. Not wrong.
And usually a team that wins the league, most of the time they don't get the player.
Give a shout to Captain J Hendo. Come on, please do it.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna give it to Pogba.
Yes!
Fuck.
Yes! I like you. I like you a lot.
What is with these two right now?
Even though you're wearing that, I like you a lot. You're the man, Lucas.
That was-
the man.
Fucking weird.
What the fuck?
Why Pogba?
Pogba seems really.
People are sleeping on Pogba, that's why.
Now if Ole plays him defensively, then this is not gonna happen. But
Best player in the Prem?
Damn right. He can do it.
Dude, you got Mane. You got Salah.
This guy doesn't want to
You
be
have
here
De Bruyne.
half the time.
You have
Like,
Sterling.
I
You have
just did-
Aubameyang.
I just wanted to choose one that wasn't gonna be in a team.
Shit, if he doesn't get injured, Sergio Aguero, and you picked Pogba, who's going to be playing CDM.
Jamie fucking Vardy.
See how it goes.
Danny Ings.
Sauce, right?
Dude, what is Pogba going to do? Score 20 goals for CDM? Does this look like Yaya
Well,
Toure to you?
Pogba.
What I'm trying to say is I'm saying this if he doesn't play CDM, Because
But they got Bruno.
I didn't say Bruno because Waz already said him.
Were you actually going to say
Bro.
Bruno?
I was thinking about it because I think somebody on Manchester United is going to have an incredible season to get them to 4th place.
99% of that guy's goals were pens that he didn't even win. Bruno's very, very good.
Look.
Yeah, but dude, really?
Can I wrap this up?
De Bruyne?
Yes, please.
I think there's just going to be someone on Manchester United that's going to have...
All right. Yeah, we're going to wrap this up because...
We've lost all will to live because I don't know what the hell these two Polish children
Coming
are
from
on.
you.
If you have enjoyed this episode, please make sure you like, comment,
put
and
Spurs in
subscribe.
4th.
Shut the...
Comment down below what the forfeit should be for the last place person.
Yes.
We still haven't done Liam's forfeit.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But from all of us here at the 90th Minute, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game. We will see you next time.